Hello, everyone, and welcome to another evening of Talking Indie Mayhem. I hope you were all able to catch the show and see our winners and our losers as they competed. And I hope you guys have some fun questions because I would love for you guys to leave them in the chat. I'm Madeline Dale. I'm the host for this evening, as you guys all saw at the start. And I am a fantasy, romance, paranormal author, kind of a mixed genre. And I have a website. You can follow me. Oh, I'm off with my pointing skills here. But we are going to bring in the losers first and chat with them. So here we go, guys. All right. Hello, guys. So, just in case we have some people that have not seen the episode, go ahead and give a brief introduction of yourselves. Anita, I'll let you take it away first.
Okay, I'm Anita Stewart, right under AF Stewart. I write fantasy, horror, all things dark and stabby. And my new book is releasing this week. Short story, paranormal detectives, ghosts, lots of good stuff.
Nice. Congratulations. And Philip?
Hi there. My name is Philip K. Booker, and I write science fiction, urban fantasy, a little bit of spicy romance here and there, and just about anything that the evil mind squirrels tell me. I stole your line.
Which you guys will totally get that reference later if you have not seen the episode. So, what did you guys think when you were asked to come on the show?
That it would be crazy. But I did expect more old people questions. There were not enough old people questions. I'm just saying.
True. Philip?
I was looking for just a good time. Whose line is it anyway? Something off the cuff and random. And I wasn't disappointed.
That is true. It does get pretty chaotic. To write in life. I mean, that is a good author name, so you can't deny that. So
I'll take that.
and William's breaking the fourth wall, guys. Ron's a little biased, so. So, what was y'all's favorite thing about the show? Oh yeah, Anita, I forgot about that. You are taking over the Facebook group all day tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. I am. I'm totally prepared too. Yes. Not at all writing last minute things. Totally prepared.
Yes. But back to the randomness. What was y'all's favorite thing about the show?
The hosts totally sucking up there.
Yes.
It kept me on my toes. It was early in the morning for me, at least. I'm a bit more on the nocturnal side of things, so it took me a minute to warm up, and then after that, I was having good fun.
Sweet. Okay, so I have some crazy notes. I took notes over the episode, so. And something I liked was that Ron and them were a little more interactive with you guys than they have been with anybody else. Like, they actually shared parts about them. I don't know. Y'all have like a famous, like this magic going on with them. It's crazy. So one of them was the blood of my enemies thing that Anita mentioned. Like, what's your favorite color? And I think William was the one that answered, right?
Yeah.
Was that question? Did it just come off the top of your head?
Yeah, I was going, what am I going to ask this person I don't know?
I mean, I felt like it really went with your writing.
Anyway, but I mean, I love the answer. It was just perfect answer.
Yes, that was good. It was really good. And then, let's see. What did you guys think about the whole indie porno question that the guys threw in there?
Yeah, I had no idea at all.
Because I felt like that was way out from left field. I was like, whoa.
It was like, yeah, no clue with the title of it. It's like, because, yeah, my brain would go either way too far for YouTube or... Yeah, because I've been hanging around with Rebecca Jonesy too long and my brain's gone.
Oh gosh, Ron.
We had a little bit of fun. I might have been a little obscure on my answer for that one, or my reaction to William. We both attended a convention in North Carolina about a couple of weeks earlier than that, and it was a pull out of questions out of a hat answer thing, and somebody had asked for a description of the reproductive system and whatnot of alien genitalia.
Oh my gosh.
And myself and another one of our Raven crew have both been subjected to a story that William had written that was all kinds of awful. And so completely unprompted, both I and Jenny leapt up and said, no, because we didn't want to hear the answer.
I'm gonna have to pick his brain about it when he comes on in a minute, because that sounds like a curious thing. But then again, if it's not,
he'd be itching
may
to,
not...
I'm sure. That YouTube algorithm is completely going out the window if you get him to answer truthfully.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, yes. So did y'all have a strategy, like once the game started going, after like the first couple minutes, did you have a strategy going forward in the game?
Other than getting the book up in time, because I kept forgetting.
Yeah.
No strategy at all. So
I came to realize after a while that I was delivering it a lot lower than I thought I was. This is the first time I've used the camera on this laptop, so
Yeah. I was on the first episode, and I can't even remember if I even used a book. I think I used my hand because I couldn't find my book, and I had no idea we needed the book at the time. And I was like, I don't know what we're doing. It's definitely come a long ways, like the way they're doing things with it. If you guys were asked to come back on, like, again to compete against the other losers from Loser Town, would you guys do it?
I'm not sure I can answer that question.
I mean, it was like, I've already been asked, probably. So.
Yeah, kind of.
Sweet.
But I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure whether Ron wants me to disclose things that have happened, so I can't answer that question.
I don't see him making weird faces, so maybe we're good. He did not tell me I couldn't ask that question, so we should be in the clear.
Well, let's just say there was a second chance show, and I may or may not have been on it.
Yes! Maybe. Yes! Hey, I'm hitting buttons. Sorry. The notebook. I blame the notebook. That's what I get. Don't ruin the surprise. Sorry, I may have ruined it. Gosh. Okay, so Philip, you were the one that mentioned the runaway fire engine story, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What happened with that?
Well, I'd happened to be coming home from Mass on Sunday, and took a shortcut, and there was a house that was on fire. Now, I had just rounded up the end of a convalescent leave from the Army because I'd broken my leg, and I was finally off of crutches and moving pretty smoothly. But we saw this house that was on fire, got out of my car, and charged into the house to help people unload their belongings. And as the fire engine showed up, and precursor, this house sat at a bit of a top of a hill.
Yeah.
And so the fire engine shows up, all the guys jump off the engine, and they grab the ladders and axes and start beating away at the siding of the house to get into it. And out of the corner of my eye, I see the fire engine take off down the hill.
Oh my gosh.
And just being still focused on what I was doing, I didn't think anything else of it. What I have learned after the fact, what happened was either the fire engine jumped the brake, or they didn't put the brakes on, and gravity took hold of the fire engine, taking it downhill, this slalom. It rocketed off the side of a hill, comes back towards the road, takes out 7 cars.
Oh my gosh.
And finally dead ends in a 150-year-old dogwood tree.
Oh my gosh.
Gravity being what it is, the hose at the back of the engine started snaking across the road, and it cut me off at the back of the legs and threw me up into the air, and I rocketed back down on the sidewalk.
Ouch!
Smacked my head on the sidewalk, and if anybody ever questions me as to whether there is divine intervention in this world, I point to this moment because not a second after my head smacked the pavement, the metal buckle at the end of the hose breezed my nose by about yay much.
Ooh.
And it would have been like the biggest Gallagher moment of human brain splatter everywhere.
Oh my gosh. That is horrible, and I'm glad it didn't turn that like worse than it did. And then Anita, what was the whole parked car story? Like,
Okay, I was just hanging out in the yard, I think it was summertime, and my mom called me in for lunch. So I turned around and took off running and ran straight into the parked car in the driveway. It was a big blue and white pickup truck. And I did not see it at all, and I just ran smack into it. I still don't know why I did not see the truck, but it did.
oh my gosh. I had to ask because that's like, oh, Hose Boy.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
That's my porn name. No.
Oh gosh. So guys, if you could have any suggestions or if you have any crap you want to give Ron or RJ, I know RJ is not going to be on here with us tonight, but he's watching, I hope. What crap would you give them? Like, or any suggestions for further shows? Maybe better questions? I don't know.
More Top Hat.
Yes. Yes. Top Hat. Yes.
If he brings out the yellow hat, then the other guy needs to wear the monkey suit.
Oh, please. Ron in a monkey suit. Yes. Yes. We're going to have to make it happen, Ron. It's going to have to happen. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. We're going to get ready to bring in our winner from Wintertown. So thank you guys for being on.
My pleasure.
Hey, William.
Hola.
We got you
How we doing?
there.
Okay, Phil, you still owe me a novel, and I'm glad the hose didn't kill you because you need to get me that novel done. And you stole my line, dude. This is my mind squirrel.
Oh, gosh. So
Go away.
there's your point taker in the background.
Again, go away.
So, William, go ahead and give our viewers
And here come the dogs.
a brief introduction.
What?
Go ahead and tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, just in case some of them missed the first show.
Okay, so I am William Joseph Roberts. I write sci-fi, fantasy, horror, anything that the evil mind squirrels demand of me. Phil. And I am the head publisher at Three Ravens Publishing. And I do stupid things like come up with these idiot trailer park ideas that we do that it's for some reason people kind of like, and it was fun. So we're doing another one.
Nice. That sounds fun. Like,
Yeah, well, I learned the hard way. I will never do a doorstop again because that's just way too thick and I can't pay everybody as much as I want to.
good Lord, that is a lot. That's thick. How many pages is that?
400 some.
It looks like it's more than that. Gosh.
We
So
had
what did you think about?
19 stories in that one.
Wow.
And plus the opening that Bill Oberst did.
Nice.
And it was just like they were all so good. And I learned my lesson on this and the Starflight anthology of you don't want them that big.
No, yeah. I don't blame you. So what did you think when they asked you to come onto the show?
Hell
What did
yeah,
you
I'm a
expect?
whore. I'll talk to anyone. I don't care.
Did you have a strategy going in?
I wasn't even sure exactly what I was doing other than, hey, I get to get on and I get to talk to people. So, it's all good.
Hey, yeah, that's the best way to go in. And I mean, it was pretty crazy. Like, what did you think of the questions?
I was actually expecting a whole lot worse. And, then Phil knowed me again on the freaking genitalia question. And
So what would you name it, indie porno again? Like, I can't remember off the top of my head what your answer was. But...
oh dear God, I don't even remember. I have to go back and look. I got on to watching the thing late because I was getting kids to bed and doing. Got off the phone with Faith Hunter and stuff like that, and just like it's been a busy evening.
I feel you. I came straight from soccer practice and I was sweating because my son had soccer practice and it was parents versus kids tonight. So when I got home, my hair was like all up in a ponytail and stuff. I looked like crazy sweaty. So I feel you on that because Ron, the first thing he said, I thought you weren't going to make it. I was like, I was coming. I promise I was coming. So no alien genitalia question. Maybe we need to add alien genitalia questions. I mean, make it steamier, smuttier. I mean, there's some pretty steamy alien romance novels out there.
There are. And well, a buddy of mine, his sister writes a bunch of it, and man, she's making bank.
Yeah.
She's doing what is it? Gay mermaid stuff, I think it was. Yeah. And I learned things that I didn't want to know about sea creatures because he had to tell me. I didn't want to know.
I mean, it could yeah. I write smutty stuff, so and I've read some pretty
horrible
stuff. I've actually read some mermaid. So
wait, what is it?
Monster porn questions? Yes. I think we need to add that to the agenda, Anita.
Now see, you guys want to get some monster porn stuff. HP Holo, you need to get her on because she's doing some weird stuff too. Wait, what are you doing in there, Jenny? Bad Jenny, go away.
Me and Ron are playing tag on Joe's comment. Oh yeah, no, we won't. Okay, we won't. We don't want to mess up the algorithm. It's too finicky. You're right, Joe. Joe's reeling us in here.
Oh,
so
okay.
You get to come back on the show and compete against all the previous winners. What do you think it'll be like?
Depends. Can I bribe them with honey mead, or do I know where they live because I've got duct tape?
I mean, it's a possibility. I'll take some honey mead, because I'm going to be competing against you, but I'll also take babysitting time if you like kids.
Oh, dear God.
We are making Joe nervous.
We got out of the whole, kids are, you got to babysit the kids. Now we got grandkids we watch.
Yeah. Would you say it's worse doing grandkid duty or?
No, because you can give all those back.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So that one's a lot easier to work with.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So what was your favorite question that they asked you?
No kidnapping contestants, please. Oh, come on, man. Why are you going to take all the fun out of it? I don't know. Well, the favorite color. That was a good one.
That was a really good one. I was very impressed with how you answered that.
I don't know. It was all fun. I mean, it really was. I was not sure going into it exactly what was going to be asked, what kind of questions, what direction we were going to go. It was just sure, let's go ahead and be on this thing. Let's do it. I don't care. Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. So, I mean, did you feel like you could answer the questions pretty easily?
Once I got the hang of what we were doing, yeah. Right at the start, I'm just like, okay, here's what we're doing. Cool. Coffee kicked in. Let's do this.
Yeah, gotta love that caffeine. Gotta love it. Gosh. So what did you think when RJ pulled out the hat, mid-show?
Oh, the other guy needed to have or was it Ron? He needed to have the monkey suit. Absolutely. Yes. If he's going to wear that freaking yellow hat, he needs to get the suit to go with it. The full yellow jumpsuit.
Dude, the curious
wearing the monkey suit.
George, right? That we're yes.
Either that, or he needs to get him a nice frilly little sundress. Like he'd have tea in a picnic or something like that. And then Ron can get one of those dapper outfits, like 1920s, stop at the side of the road for a picnic deal. Be perfect. Breathe a little.
Sorry. I'm totally this is going to be a thing when he comes on here in a minute. So
3 shots of what?
I mean, I'll take 3 shots of like coffee, espresso, but then I'll be bouncing off the walls.
Well, okay, let's see. Well, I got meat, I've got coffee, I got moonshine, I've got whiskey, rum, vodka. I got some hooch that we made a while. Wait, shh.
Ron wants booze, so. Oh, sweet, Ron.
wait. You got the frilly dress?
I can send him a frilly dress.
There we go. Hook him up with a frilly dress.
We'll get it. I've got a pageant dress. We can make it work. So, okay, so did they send you the prize yet? Have you started reading Ron's book?
No.
Ron and RJ's? You're going to like it. It's funny. So, Ms. Keela.
Oh, that was good. Oh, God, that was some good booze. We had fun at Fantasy.
Yes, I believe it. So when they pulled the whole point deduction thing, when you had the kid and
the dog showed up.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy how that all happened like at once.
And you know what the worst part is? The kids are as bad as me, I think, sometimes, because if they know I'm on one of these, they will try to sneak into the background somewhere back there just to pop up. And the boy that showed up, he's the worst one out of all of them.
Yeah, he was just back there dancing. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I was doing an interview last night with Steve Jackson and doing this pre-recording thing for LibertyCon coming up. And here comes the boy, and he's in the background dancing. And, he's a big Munchkin fan.
Yeah.
And, but, then he lost his nerve because he was going to ask Steve some stuff or complain about something about Munchkin. Mm-hmm. And then he ran away. So, he didn't get to ask him. But he's going to be at LibertyCon working the game room with Kat and Steve. So he'll get to actually play Munchkin against Steve Jackson.
That'll be fun. I think he'll enjoy that because it's always like fun. I will tell you, they started the whole point deduction thing because of me. So I have a dog that decides to like randomly bark every time I get on. And I'm like, seriously, of all times, like you don't do it when I'm actually like not in something, but.
Oh, they would be barking if they weren't outside right now.
Yeah, I believe it. And I don't know if you can hear my son playing with his dad in the other room. He's squealing and yelling. So hopefully not. Knock on wood.
Life, man.
Yes. So moving into the finals, do you think you're going to change up how you did things?
What? I know where you live still, Steve. Phil. Right. What? I'm sitting here saying stuff and I'm reading at the same time. It's not work. I need more coffee.
Your brain's like,
yeah. And I've got words to put down tonight too. Oh, Christ.
No.
Okay, so what was the question again?
Hold those thoughts in there. You got this. So moving into the finals, are you going to change how you did things?
Oh, Lord, no, except for maybe, drink more coffee sooner before the thing starts.
Yeah, get it moving. Pretty good. Awesome. Well, William, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I'm glad we could have you on the show to chat with everybody. If you have any parting words of advice, what would you give future contestants?
Turn off your inhibitions. You never know what might pop out your mouth then.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you again. We're going to pull up our lovely host of the show next. So let's get to interrogate the people behind Indie Mayhem.
Again, we both did it. So.
I know. So, Ryan, I totally expect a monkey suit in the future.
Keep hoping.
Yes.
That's all I can say. Also,
there's somebody in the chat I totally want to pull up to give crap because she never gets on and she got on tonight. Oh, I can't find it. Aha! This is my mom. She finally is watching one of our shows live.
Oh, wow.
So,
hello.
Yay!
Nice.
I've only, sent her the link for every show since it started except tonight because I was tied up with soccer. So.
Well, that was it. You were too needy once you didn't send it to her.
I guess so. I don't
showed
know. So I really liked how you and RJ got more interactive in this episode. Like
we were wasted.
Were you guys really?
No, of course not.
It was cool seeing y'all's answers, Joe, to all the show stuff.
Well, although what we have discovered is it takes too much time. So we're the get to know the authors section, not the introduction part, but it's going to be a lot shorter because we end up having to cut questions and answers that we think are funny and are like, well, because of, I mean, I love all the contestants. I'm very grateful that they were on the show. However, none of them can be brief during the getting to know the authors or getting to know the contestants section. None of them. Even RJ and I. So the last one we edited, which is next week's episode, we just cut mine and RJ's part out and part of one of the contestants because it was just like, man, we're losing all the show. It was 6 minutes plus, and the show's only 30 minutes minus commercials and stuff. So it was just like a quarter of the show, and I didn't want that. So we, that is very true. So yeah, but of course, I mean, we are trying different things every episode and learning. And one of my friends said, you should have made this season 0 and then have season 2 be season 1. And I'm like, well, that's a little late as far as advice goes.
Yeah, I mean, but this show's really come a long ways, and the contestants are getting better every time. I kind of felt like Anita may have had like almost like a head start on things because she knew what to expect, and I like that. So,
well,
but it was so crazy how things ended up.
I do try to convince the contestants to watch an episode, or at least part of an episode, before they come on. Most of them staunchly refuse, and then except for Anita. I mean, and then we also now do a training for the contestants. Nice. It doesn't take, but we try to get them more prepared. With your episode, the premiere of the first episode, nobody was prepared at all.
No,
not even RJ and I. And the biggest thing has been, of course, learning how much time it takes to make the show. Just writing the questions and everything. It is so much more time consuming than I thought it would be. So I was
definitely, because a lot of research goes into it. You have to find questions that have not already been asked, and you have to change them up. And so
I don't know what that means. I'm apparently not paying attention to my messaging. Well,
good.
I disagree with season 0 too, especially because it's too late, and the playlist already says season 1.
Yeah.
And every episode says season 1 and then the episode name or episode number.
Oh, well, yeah, that is very sweet to these guys. I will say that.
Oh, that is nice.
We're not very nice to Ron and RJ on here sometimes. So.
No. I mean, RJ doesn't deserve it, but I'm a nice person. But yeah, well, then there's the editing and putting in sound effects, and sometimes it's hard just to pick what questions are going to get cut. And the dream is we ask questions and they answer, and then we just stop the segment and it's perfect. But that, I don't think that will ever happen. Just you don't know how a question is going to go, and sometimes the contestants are too chicken to answer the questions. But yes, I mean, I think the show is better because we edit it, but we get to take out some of the not funny parts. Every show has some not funny parts. but
Okay,
it
that's
is
actually not a terrible idea. But some of those could be really bad.
well, we do have a lot of ideas that we want to work out, and I think it's going to be better because we have filmed all the episodes for the first round. There's 9 shows in the first
Yay!
round. This is episode 7. We filmed 8 and 9,
Yes.
and then we'll be starting the semifinals, and it's all people who have been on before, and I think we'll be able to get into the spirit of things quicker because they're all experienced.
Yeah.
Like you,
Or it
you'll
could
be
be even more chaotic, like, because we're all gonna act like crazy people.
well, that could be too. Um,
Oh, that's true. Good point.
yeah, we're not going to do
Copyright.
anything to violate copyright.
Negative.
But
Let's not
but
do
they're
that.
the questions evolve every time we record. The funny thing is sometimes we record 3 episodes in a day, so those ones do not evolve because it's like filming, the same episode. But
Yeah,
so
but you
every
use
3
different
episodes they
questions, right?
change.
Every time?
Yeah, most of the
Or
time.
okay.
RJ loves to ask a question that didn't get a funny answer or it didn't work out. He likes to try it again. So he has one that I think he's done every episode. And I applaud his tenacity. I write, especially after the 4th show, I think, I write all new stuff every time.
Yeah.
Even if they're somewhat inspired by previous, I mean, we are learning, hopefully.
Oh, thanks,
He's
Joe.
so proud of this show. That's sweet. I don't know what it. Oh,
Yes.
okay, that makes more sense. I was confused for a minute. I mean, if it had been Anita, I would have thought, oh, that's just how Canadians spell proud. But Joe's American, so we should use American English.
Oh gosh. So I thought okay, I watched the show beforehand and
Me
I
too.
let my husband watch it with me, because we had to come up with all the questions to ask the winners and the losers. And Chris wanted to know why RJ decided to dress like Carmen Sandiego with the hat.
Me too. I didn't know it was happening. And then it took him it felt like it took him 10 minutes to get the hat the way he wanted. And
so I'm assuming you cut that time
I was
out.
like, well, he kept messing with it, and I'm talking, and he's just fussing with his hat, and I'm like, do we need more time? Do you want to, But apparently he was so. My guess is he was so gratified by the attention his top hat got that he
I loved
is now
it.
going to
I was
be
like, yes,
hat
there's
guy.
another hat. So I mean, you're both just gonna have to wear crazy hats.
Well, I think that probably will happen. We have an episode coming that's going to feature a lot of hats. That's all I'll say about that. I'm bad at giving, hints. I give too many hints.
I think we both
spoilers.
are.
And like I'm never going to be in a Marvel movie because they would know I would tell everybody everything.
They
and
would
lots
Tom
of other
Holland
reasons.
You and
but
not tell you at all.
Oh, that is true.
I'll take some bloopers from. Yes.
That is true. I am looking forward to that. Although I'm imagining that the amount of time to make that show is going to be insane because we're going to have to watch all the other shows and go through them to pick out the ones that'll be. I think it's worth it, but it is going to be a nightmare.
That are ready from the previous shows, though.
No, because this is outtakes and bloopers. So we have to look at all the things that got cut from the first however many shows. And then,
by the way, guys,
and me, we do it
vacation
together
tonight. In case you're wondering where he's at, so
he's too good for us. But I am looking forward to it because there are some great things we had to cut that I look forward to letting people see, and then just some things that didn't work right. But man, we laughed so hard while it was going on. So. I would if I trusted anyone, but apparently RJ and I are the entire crew for the show.
I mean, I would totally volunteer, but I'm already swamped on my.
Oh, I get it. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a
fun.
long freaking series of nights that we're doing that. I'm
It's
sure.
a good thing you guys live close and you
But-
have all those fancy cars you can drive to and fro.
Well, that is true. I do not obey the speed limit. So I was going over to his house to film episode 9, and we were doing it in the evening instead of a weeknight evening instead of a weekend morning. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be, we were going to start filming at 6 o'clock our time, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be rush hour, which, we're a small city, so our rush hour isn't that bad. But I thought I'll leave 15 minutes early, and I ended up getting to his house 20 minutes before I said I would be there, because I like to drive fast.
Yeah.
So
I think we can make this fulfill our monkey suit urges if you can get a monkey head cap knitted with X's as its eyes. You could totally pull that off.
thank you. I probably could, but
I mean,
that's funny. Sadly, because of union rules, we can't do that.
yeah. Oh man. Well, guys, there is a lot coming up this week for Go Indie Now. So you guys make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you can catch every live show we've got coming up. I don't have the full schedule this week, but I know we have late night indie news on Friday with Katie Salidas and Joe, which I'm looking forward to that. And then I am hosting This Week in Indies on Sunday. So you guys make sure you hop on over and watch it while it's live on Sunday. So,
Will do. I will swear.
And Ron's going to be on a show coming soon. We kind of rotate back and forth. Yes, late night news on Friday with a huge exclusive. Ooh,
Oh,
I wonder what it is.
I don't know. I'm amazed none of us have spoiled it already.
I know. I don't know what it is though. So
That's
probably
the only reason it was safe.
Tell us.
Yeah, if he'd have told us, we would have blown it.
But yeah, you know what, Ron?
I think I know.
It's always time to go indie now.
Indeed. Good night, everybody.